Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. It's December 25th. My name is Richard Lowe. I'm a professional writer, and this is the first episode in a regular series. It's called a vlog, V-L-O-G, and it's kind of a daily video diary of anything that's on my mind about writing and writing-related subjects. I'm going to try and keep it related to writing, although it might be about something I noticed in the news that has a particular impact on writing or a particular lesson or something like that. So anyway, the purpose of this is to kind of give my thoughts about writing and how it works. One of the things I want to go over in the following episodes is rhetoric and the various rhetorical forms, such as analogies and circular logic and things like that, because I see that a lot of writers are confused by rhetoric and logic and how that applies to their writing. One thing I want to focus on is the power of language. Language is the ability to communicate. The better we can speak to each other, if two people are talking, the better they communicate and the more they can work out issues between them and move on. The less they can communicate, or the more their communication is misunderstood, then the harder the relations are. And in fact, I've seen in my life that if I use that as a guidepost, if I'm not getting along with somebody, we're not speaking the same words, there's something wrong, we're not understanding each other, and I work towards what we're not understanding. So for example, if I have a friend and we're arguing all the time, well, maybe we're not talking. That's number one. Maybe we're not talking about the same thing. Maybe we're using a word and we have a different meaning for it, and that could be a problem. So getting to the meaning of words will reduce those problems. For writers, which is what this series is targeted towards, language is our tool. And we have three primary uses of that, or tools to use for our writing in regards to language. One is dictionaries. Dictionaries are of vital importance because they define the symbols that we use to speak to each other or to write to each other or so forth. So dictionaries are vital for communication. They are the basis of communication. We both agree that the word orange means certain things. It means a fruit under some context, or it means a color, or it means something else in other contexts. But it's in the dictionary and it defines those contexts. And that way we can, by using a dictionary and using the meanings there, we can have an agreement and your readers will understand what you're talking about. The second thing is the grammar guide. Grammar defines how you put those words together in a structure that other people understand. So good grammar is vital for good writing, because good grammar defines how the words are put together. Thus, somebody who reads it will have an understanding of what you're talking about. Bad grammar tends to throw readers out of your book or your story or your article. It tends to make them go, huh? And you get the huh. As soon as you get the huh, your reader is gone. You can use that as a way to understand if your writing is good or not. If the reader's reading it and he goes, wait, what the hell is going on here? You've lost your reader, and you don't want to do that. The third tool that writers have to write is a style guide, and there are several. I use the Chicago Manual Style. Some people use APA, some use MLA. There are others. And you can use whichever one you want depending on the style that you're using. APA tends to be used more for scholastic type things in your schooling. The Chicago Manual Style is more general and is generally used for at least nonfiction writing or fiction writing. MLA is similar to that, and so forth. And the more you understand style, the more your readers will be comfortable with your book and your story or your article and get into it. The more the style is, say, weird or not matching that, then the harder it is for your reader to get into it, because it's unfamiliar. It doesn't work right. Now, if your paper's being graded, then you definitely have to follow the style that whoever's grading it says you need to. Typically that would be APA, and that's also for newspapers and things. We're going to get into a lot of other tools that writers have in this series. We're going to get into citations, we're going to get into logic, rhetoric, fallacies, we'll get into book covers and how to publish and all kinds of things over the coming months. I'm going to try and make this a daily vlog. I'm going to keep it short, 5 minutes or so, something that somebody could watch very quickly and get onto it. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this video if you would. I appreciate it very much, and Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for listening.